Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all the ages, welcome to the finale of Season 1 of Redline Racing League, Monday Night League here at Brasilia. And joining me is, as always, is Mr. VSA himself, VSA Roscoe Arm. Ross, welcome for the final
Great
time.
to be here for the final time this season on this game, especially since it's the last time. Well, I think, for me, I'm commentating on this game. It's been a lot of fun. The last 13 rounds, we've had a fair share of entertaining races and a couple of dull races. That's the normal, but it's been a lot of fun this season. Let's go out with a bang, shall we?
Why not? 19 drivers, pretty much a full grid. What more can he ask for? Championships have been decided in Singapore. So the last two have been USA and Brazil, as Willis has left the session. But I think Brazil might be a fun race here tonight. Brazil always brings up special races. I won't say the standings because I think everybody knows what's going on. I do believe, unless you haven't noticed, New Zealand Run is our champion. Toro Rosso is Constructors champions with New Zealand Run and Penske. But as we wait for some drivers to head on out, hopefully someone can invite Withers back into the lobby. So Ross, as we wait for people to come out, what has been your highlight of the season so far, or been the highlight of your season for season 1?
Oh God, that is a really tough question. You've put me on the spot straight away. you can't go past the first race of the season where what's his name, Bristol, when he was racing with us, made a certain interesting pass to another Red Bull driver. That was certainly an entertaining moment, and it happened the first race of the season. But what else has there been? I'm trying to think. It's been too.
Sorry to cut you off. Sorry to cut you off. I've just been some valuable information.
Yes.
It's going to be a wet race.
Oh,
it is a wet race. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this might be our first wet race. I think Germany was dry to wet to dry. I think. I know we've had a wet to dry race, or dry to wet race. I can't remember. But it looks like it's for the entire race here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. That's just we need.
Yes. Unfortunately, both championships aren't up for grabs, but it would have been pretty exciting to see what would have happened. And Pom's going out on the medium tyres as I'm on board with DJRTP17. He is a champion of sorts. He has won a Constructors title now. So the next step for him is probably a RRL Drivers title.
Definitely to keep an eye on for the future seasons, perhaps.
So, Ross, as you were saying, what has been your highlight of the season?
I think, what's it been? I'm trying to work it out. He obviously had the lap 1 crash in Austria. That was certainly entertaining. Probably not so for a couple of drivers there, as there's Penske with a 9.642 first lap on the board. But, you can't go past the Germany race, can you? Really, that race literally just had everything in that, with the safety cars and whatnot. Bit of race drama. Couldn't have asked for anything better, could you?
Yes, that is true. I think my favourite race has been Baku. I think my favourite race has been Baku's Poms. For the 87, he has had a bit of a spin. I think he's either on the pad on the wheel. I'm not exactly sure. As we got seven drivers and a Panish! My man is in the... Oh my god, there's a racing point of Edge that's parked up next to him. So there you go, Panish. There's some screen time for ya. As we just see Edge sliding in on the action replay on my end. Because nice delay. And we've got DRC Jared on the inters, probably waiting to come on out. We got DT coming out. We got an Alpha. That's probably Charlie. Yes, it is. He's coming in. We got a Ferrari of Mitchie in P6 with a 9.6. Benny's coming in. Racing Point's coming in. We got a Red Bull of... Is that man 039 to set a lap time here, ladies and gentlemen. The head admin, as people like to remind me about, goes into P7 with a 110.308. We've got Poms for 70. He has invalidated his lap time. Probably going to go for another run. Laggy's also invalidated his lap time. But yes, as I was saying, I think Baku has been my favourite race so far. Because obviously Brazil, we haven't run Brazil yet, so...
That's true.
Okay, I think that might have been a lag. Something about lag. I just saw Owens go through a Red Bull on my screen, so...
That's never good.
Always head... Oh, that's lag. He's left the session. So that's probably what happened. But yeah, as I say, Brazil probably my... not Brazil. Baku, my favourite race. Australia with that famous overtake. That happened also at USA last race. If you haven't watched that, do go check it out. I think that involved a certain head admin who's in P8 at the moment. Went flying on my screen. As Owens has invalidated his lap time. Warden onto the wet tyres. So that's always a fantastic. New Zealand Ryan starting a lap time. Our champion for Season 1 on the Monday Night League. Out there on the soft tyres. Because, you know, wet race. 11 minutes to go. And we got a Mercedes coming out. I think DT's the only Merc here.
No, we've got both Mercs here tonight.
Well, beat Dubstep, that's right. We'll go back on board with our champion, who's just gone past Warden and 99 on those wet tyres. Probably going to do a Mitchie of a 5-minute lap time, I would presume.
If someone can beat that 5-minute lap time that Mitchie did last time at USA, that'll be an absolute miracle.
Well, we got, what, 9 drivers that haven't set a lap time as Ryan comes back into the pit lane. We got Panish. Here we go, Panish. You want some screen time? Here's some screen time. Let's see what you can do around Brazil in that flaming helmet. That looks so fly. In that Williams. Can you get some points here tonight for the Williams? I think you're only on 2 points, which you got that from Australia all the way back in round number 1. We got a Renault of Warden that is off, but we'll go back on board with a Panish 75. Alright, okay, Ross. I've got another question for you. Who do you think has been the most most improved driver over the course of the season? Not the best driver, because obviously Ryan is the champion, so everyone's probably going to say Ryan. But who's been your most improved driver over the course of the season?
Just having a look at the standings, because I've got it on the picture here from the last round. It'd be be hard to split actually between Penske obviously, but I think B Dubstep he's been in the third place. I think majority. Well, been up near the top of the standings majority of the season, and he's still I think P3 coming around, and there's might be a bit of a battle on there for third place because Penske's still got a slight chance. I say slight, but I'd have to say Dubstep for me.
Yeah, I reckon Dubstep is shot. He goes even quicker with a 108.703. As a Red Bull of Matt goes back up into P number 7, his favourite position. We've got Warden in P12 with a 42.8. That is just world class there.
Just getting prepared for the weather conditions.
Charlie in P2, Mr. AOR himself with an 8.902. About a couple of tenths off B Dubstep. So they're probably going to go back into the pits and lessen up the field and go for another hot lap around this beautiful of a track. As we got Owen starting his lap, coming on to the first DRS straight over the second time split. That's a 17.0 in Sector 1. Probably can get into the 16s there, Owens. Also, Ross, what's been a surprise result of the season, do you think? What's your surprise result over the season? So a result that you did not expect.
Let me see here. Who's really surprised me? I'm just trying to work it out here on the go. Just have a look here. Maybe Edge when he got that. Excuse me, that podium back at what was it? Second round. What was the second round? Was that Bahrain? That second round of the season?
Bahrain. Yeah, Bahrain.
Probably be that one. I have to say. I mean, Benny did get a podium in Australia, but I think just looking at it, I think it has to be Edge. Really, so just shocked us all. Really, he's probably shocked us a couple of times with where he was in terms of results.
Gee, look at 1, 2, and 3's time. An 8.7 for all three of them. Dubstep with the quickest time of an 8.703. Benny with its 8.712. And Rain HC just did an 8.714. Jesus Christ. I know the championships are over and all that, but still, the competitive out of these drivers is still going strong. Top 3 separated by literally nothing, by a hair. Like
1/100th, really, of a second is covering the top 3 at the moment. So this is going to be an entertaining finish.
And then you got Charlie just a couple of tenths back, and then you got Owens a further tenth back. So we're going to be on for a race here in the top 12, separated just under a second. As Mitchie's now retired in P11. So we got a race. I think that might be Owens. Yes, it is. We got Edge. Probably going to do another, either come in or do another lap. We got Panish and Warden out there. And Panish doing his lap time. We've got a Red Bull of Laggy doing an out lap. We've got a McLaren of Brazuca who's in P9. A 9.3. It's been close. Between 9th and 10th. Nothing separating those two as well.
Pretty close.
And Withers has joined back in. So, also Ross, who has been the most underperforming, do you think, in this season so far? Or during this season? Who do you think underperforming, like someone that has not driven to their potential?
I might get killed for this, maybe, but I maybe I know that probably some of these guys are having a bit of fun racing in this season, but I don't know, probably DT a potential. Mitchie maybe a possibility as well as Spanish go as wide at turn one, just getting out of everybody's road. But edge to the top.
Edge, jeez, what a lap. An 8.542. But he's on 2-lap old softs, so he needs to bolt back to the pit lane and get another set of soft tyres on so he can set a quicker lap. But also...
Okay, he's got 3 minutes left to go in the session.
But also, it is also going to be wet as well, so maybe we could just do laps on the softs? Maybe?
Well, you can afford to, but you want to have your quickest rubber, obviously, and, well, preferably you want to have the best starting position for the rain. I don't actually know. Have we actually said whether it's... probably don't know whether it's going to be light rain or heavy rain or any of those things, so it's really just a guessing game, really.
Yeah, all I've been told, it's been a wet race, so we don't know if it's inters or wets, so we won't know until the race, so it's probably a good thing that we don't know if it's heavy or light rain. Might be heavy, go to light, or light go to heavy, so we just don't know. But speaking of which, 2.5 minutes to go in the final qualifying session of the season. Who is your man for pole position here tonight? The last one of the season. The last prediction game we will play this season. Until the next game, who is your man for pole position here tonight, Ross? Will it be Edge, or can someone knock him off his perch?
Yeah. Well, not exactly entirely sure whether, let's say, like Ryan or Jared. Well, Jared is out there, so we're not sure if he's going to do a flying lap or not. So, I mean, if it was one of the quick guys, I'd probably say one of either Jared or Ryan or even Warden, but I think he's retired from the qualifying session as well, so why don't we go with Dubstep? He's shows a pretty decent pace so far this qualifying session. I think we'll go with the Mercedes man who's sitting second at the moment. What about yourself, Risey?
Ooh, I don't know. I think, well, Jared is out there, but he's probably going to do, like, start at the back. Same with Ryan. Probably see what they can do. Maybe Warden will join them at the back as well. We got that. We're getting his end. Ryan's now retired from the session. Then Panish, I think he improved. No, he didn't. As Penske's now retired, so I'm going to say, I'm going to say Betty, as Edge is now retired, so he won't be improving his lap time. So I'm going to say Benny, and you're going to say the man in P2. But across the grid, it's all very, very close between everybody.
Yep.
As there's a Toro Rosso, that's probably just a Penske, and we have a Mercedes of Benny starting his lap time. We got Owens about to finish his lap time. We got 20 seconds left of this qualifying session. Here comes Owens, 15:03. Goes P5 ahead of AOR Charlie. We got Matt coming across the line as well. Does not improve, but he's got time to do another lap. We got Rain HC didn't improve as well. Laggy starting his lap time. Just made it as with us. We'll start at the back. We got a McLaren of Brazuca. I have no idea what he was doing there, and he just invalidated his lap time. So that's just awesome. Yeah. We got a Renault of Warden 99. Looks like getting the slipstream to DRC Jared, but he's invalidated as well. Warden's finished his lap time. Charlie goes to the top with a 108.388. Geez, times are coming thick and fast. So I'm on B Dubstep at the moment. Derek Kidd's in the P3. Benny's in the P4. B Dubstep, P5. So we got Rain. Oh, actually, we got a Matt has invalidated his lap time. So the next person to set a lap time will be Rain HC. But he's got no ERS at the moment.
Oh, nice spin there for
Matt
Matt
has-
across the line.
Matt has retired. Rain 8C goes into P5. We got Laggy Person, the last man, goes into P15, and we got Owens as well. And no,
he's just going to
we
spin
don't
it
have
across the
Owens.
line, I think.
So AOR Charlie has come out of nowhere, like a Randy Orton RKO, has come out and grabbed pole position at the death heat tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. AOR himself. Give this man a round of applause. The final man
Yeah, well done.
to get pole position here tonight. As you can see, AOR Charlie gets pole position with a 108.388, a tenth and a half behind his RBHR Edge in that racing point. Very good result for Edge. Derek Kids in P3, Benny in P4, Rain HC in 5th, B Dubstep in 6th, Owens in 7th, Penske in 8th, Ponsford 87 here in P9. Panish gets a top 10 start for the first time in forever. Then outside the 10 we got Matt, DT, Brazuka, Mitchie, Laggy, Warden, who gets the Drunk Driver Award here tonight. So Warden with that position award. We've got Jared, Warden and Withers, the non-time runners. Ladies and gentlemen, to this Brazil race, do not adjust your TV screens. That's not the weather. Oh, no, that is not the weather.
Hopefully not.
That is not the weather. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the weather. Oh, wow. So I don't know if we're going to have a formation lap on.
Who knows?
The grid should come up soon. But I know Charlie and Edge are 1 and 2. Charlie got pole. Yep. And Edge got second. Somehow. that racing point. Then that OP racing point. Oh, wow.
Let's just get through one lap of clean racing, lads. Come on.
Now, I'm calling it now. It's lap 1 safety car. It's going to happen again.
Oh, no.
I'm calling it right now. And yeah, it is a formation lap. There we go, Savory. There's your grid order. We've got Charlie on pole, followed by Edge, Derek Kidd, Benny, Rain, Dubstep, Owens, Penske, Poms for the win 87 here. Panish gets for P10. Then we've got Matt, DT, Brazuka, Midgie, Laggy, Warden, Jared, Ryan, and Withers. So there is your grid order for tonight. 36 laps.
Well, technically we've done 7 or 8 laps already.
It's going to be a 75% race here, ladies and gentlemen.
I need to add that. If this sort of thing happens in the next game, then we can properly finish off the remainder of this race. Or bring the red flags back out.
Yeah, the red flag needs to come back in this game here tonight. So, as we said earlier, and I do mean earlier, Ross is going for a Charlie lights to flag finish and a mid-sheet 14th to 3rd podium. I'm going for an Edge win and a Panish 10th to 3rd podium getter. So let us know in the chat, who do you think is your race winner and surprise podium? I think Savory did say Dubstep for podium. So who's your race winner, Savory? Before we get going, some drivers are already on the grid.
Yeah, the Toro Rosso, Ferrari, and a Renault are already here because they got the formation lap. But here we go. Everybody, hopefully, we fingers crossed for the last time this season.
Savory going for a Rain HC win here, ladies and gentlemen. So,
oh, okay.
Some pretty good choices. I say that term loosely, apart from Rain. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for 5 red lights here at the Brazilian Grand Prix. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And 2 players have got jump starts and lights out, and away we go. Here goes Edge. Gets off to a gingerly start. There's a Benny right behind him as well. Derek Kidd's in the P3. This is... Oh, Edge is nearly being
Oh, not
spun.
again!
It's happened again. Here comes Edge.
Oh, it's a Red Bull around.
That's Laggy. Laggy dubsteps into P5. Yellow flag sector 1. Will we see a safety car? Here comes Edge. Will it happen again? No, Charlie stays in P1, but Edge goes to Narnia and back. Dubstep is in the P5. Penske's in the 6th. Rain's down in 7th. Pons is down in 13th. Panish in 11th. Warden in 10th. Mitchie in P number 9. DT in 13th. Bazooka and Laggy are at the back. But we'll go back on board with RBHR Edge, the men in P number 2. Derek Kidd's right behind him. Same with Benny. Dubstep into P5 as well. Edge needs to hurry up and overtake Charlie if he wants to win this race. Owens is down in P number 8. As we gonna complete the first lap with no safety car here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's throw our hands in the air and say, oh, Edge! Edge is into the wall! Edge is out!
No.
And there goes my prediction. And
That's a safety car.
There we go! Safety car! I caught it. I absolutely caught it. And Edge will be absolutely flipping tables. And thrown his wheel at the door because he has actually bottled a podium / race win here tonight. Oh my god, a lap 1 safety car.
Well, through one lap, but not quite. As both the McLarens are in the pit lane and Mitchie also pit lane. I saw Tom coming in very late. It was a very late call, especially when the safety car came out.
Deal, you missed out. We had to restart the lobby. So, because of a safety car glitch, and everybody got disqualified. So, that's why we're on lap 2 at the moment. And Jesse B going, you jinxed it. No, I didn't. I had smart money on Edge. Not really, but you know what I mean. So, Charlie still leads this race. Or race 2.0. Dubstep still a minute 43 behind Benny. That is an interesting time glitch. Considering Benny's just right there.
So, yeah, so who's got the drive-through penalties? We've got Matt, who's got a drive-through. Mitchie's got a drive-through. And Brazuka's got a drive-through. I've also just checked the Twitter chat, and Pum's forgot to load a setup, so he's stuck on default setup for the whole race.
Oh, I mean, you can change your front wing in the pit stops. I think that's what he did.
Yeah.
So
he probably could have. Yeah, that's probably the only couple of things you can do. But yeah, other than that, he's pretty much his stock setup. Otherwise,
yeah, I think paint pumps might be on the pad tonight as well. But we got Derek Kidd in the P2. Nice start from Derek. We will. No, we'll go position change. So, the biggest winners are Warden and Jared. No surprise, they're up 8 places. Then we've got New Zealand Ryan up 6. Withers is up 5 again. Then we got Penske's up 2. Dubsted's up 2. Derek Kidd and Benny and DT up 1. The biggest loser has to be Edge, down 17 spots.
Yeah.
Wow. Then we got Poms for the win, A70 down 6, Bazooka down 5, Mitchie down 3, Matt down 2, and Laggy down 1. We'll go on to the tyre for now. As Savy's coming to say GG to his brake pressure. He could change his brake bias, but yeah.
Yeah.
Driver of the day, safety car, race 1. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Oh my
Just going to give it straight away to Bert Mylander, who drives the safety car. As always, does a credible job. But if you're winning the driver of the day, the safety car keeps coming out.
So we've had 3 in 2 races. So this is the 3rd one. Oh.
We're a fire. We're a fire.
The Monday Night League has delivered once again. We got rain at Brazil, and we have 3 safety cars and a lobby restart.
And we're about an hour, not quite 50 minutes, an hour into this broadcast.
Well, I'm 62 minutes in, so I'm about. If we're talking about qualifying and the 2 races, I'm probably thinking about maybe 56 minutes, maybe 55 minutes, around that mark. So nearly an hour already.
Not too bad.
And I feel it to everybody. If you want me to leave the first part of this race in, let me know. Otherwise, I can make it like a 7-lap video or something. Something ridiculous with a title or something. Brazil in 7 laps or something. If you want me to post it on the RRL YouTube channel, I can do that. I can post it on mine if you want. And Siri is actually going off.
As it
shut up,
does.
Siri. I'm not saying you.
Right, let's get back to Charlie leads. Derek is second. Benny third. Dubstep fourth. Rain, Penske, Owens, Warden, Jared Panish in the 10. DT, Ryan, Matt Withers, Palms, Laggy, Mitchie, Brazuka would edge the DNF. As safety cars in this lap. Let's see how Charlie goes to restart.
I'm just reading the chat at the moment. Savoury say making a highlight video. Well, I can certainly do that as we go and get ready for green flag racing here. Charlie looking to bolt like edged into race 1, and he doesn't look like he's going. He is now. Derek Kidd's falling off a little bit. Here we go. Green flag racing, ladies and gentlemen. How long will the safety car come out? Benny into turn 1 against Derek. Gets the move done into turn 1. Benny moves up into P2. There's front wing missing in the background. Not sure what it was. Might be a Haas of Rain HC. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Rain has some
wing
damage.
Contact.
Penske looking for a move. New Zealand Ryan into P11. We go back on board with Benny F1 in the fight. Pomps and Laggy swapping. Oh! Dubstep's out! Oh!
3 cars gone out of safety car, surely.
Warden Dubstep Rain is out of this race. That was a huge crash.
Hang on to it.
No safety car. How is that on a safety car?
You bring out code busters. You bring out a safety car for a guy that's crashed and lost front wing, but you don't bring a safety car out for 3 guys that have crashed out. Incredible stuff.
And Savoury's flipping tables. Both his predictions are out of this race as we go back on board with Benny F1. He's half a second behind AOR Charlie. Warden Dubstep Rain will be absolutely spitting chips as Benny sets the fastest lap of the race somehow. Owens and Jared is into lane. Same with DT. Matt is into lane. Mitchie into lane. Brazuka's into lane. Pom stays out with damage. But Withers is into P9 here, ladies and gentlemen. And the X still going 2010 Singapore flashback here. That's not a surprise. Says Benny's made the move on AOR Charlie.
No, he's not. There's a big crash again. Is he gone?
Oh, Derek Kidd is in the P1. It's a
Virtual
VSC.
safety car.
Derek Kidd has the lead of this race. What is this race? Oh. What is this race? He's in the P8. Withers is in the P6. I think Charlie might have gotten away with no damage. Poms is in the P9.
Just trying to see. I can't tell. He's got the chopper shot here with AOR Charlie, but I don't know. That crash, I would have thought maybe he would have got damaged, but it will amaze me if he hasn't. Matt's got a penalty.
Matt's got a drive-through penalty.
And
with green flag racing, here comes Penske. Can he win this race? Can we have another winner? I'm on board with Penske at the moment for the race lead on lap number 7. So we've made it to where we left off. Charlie's into the pit lane, so yes, he did have damage. Here comes Penske in that slipstream in overtake mode. Derek Kidd into medium modes, and Penske's made the move for P number 1.
Got it.
Here comes Derek Kidd. No, he does not make the move here. Owens is in the P3. Ryan's in the P4. Laggy's in the 5th. Withers is in 6th. Panish, my man, is in P7. It's another 4 DNS so he can get onto the podium. Oh my god. Penske.
Oh, Penske getting sideways out of that corner. What was that, turn 10? He's managing to do it at the moment. Early days.
Mitchie came back into the lane probably for another front wing change. I am slowly running out of breath here.
And no, Mitchie's going to kill me after this race, so thank you, Mitchie. I am so sorry. Penske leads.
Yes, the shock of this race is Penske actually leading this race. Ryan is hunting down Owens 15:03 for that podium spot.
Oh yeah, I'm already losing my voice already. He's around the outside into turn 3, and he's got it. Laggy watching brief behind.
Sorry, that was just me taking a drink of water. Boy, I needed that.
Right.
I'm getting lightheaded at the moment. Laggy making this a 3-way fight for the podium spot. As Owens gets bent out of shape there, Derek Kidd's already nearly 2 seconds behind Penske's 1.5 at the moment. It's slowly coming down. Oh my god, we've had 5 DNS, a safety car, and a VSC already, and we're on lap number 8. What is this race?
I don't know. This might have just taken best race of the season off Germany. I don't know.
Man, I tell you what, people are going for this man here in P6, Withers starting in P number 19. If he somehow ends up winning this race,
Amazing.
oh my
scenes.
god, what a clickbait card that is.
What about Panish behind in P7 as well?
Yeah, Panish in P number 7, but we go back on board with New Zealand Ryan. As oh no, actually we go back on board with Laggy. He's right behind Owens 15:03, as this is the closest battle on track. All this for P number 4, as Ryan's already pulled out a 2.7 second gap. As Laggy goes wide, Owens locks up as well. And I don't know about you guys, but I think on my screen the rain is letting up easily. So could we see some inter-running shortly, as Derek Kidd's back under a second. Saved up his ERS, so he's got pretty much 100%. Penske's got 60-odd%. New Zealand Ryan's also got 90-odd% as well. So we might have a 3-way scrap here for the race win. And does involve our champion as well, but he's got his teammate in P1, Derek Kidd's in P2. Here comes New Zealand Ryan, looking for a move onto Derek Kidd's. 1.1 behind Penske again. As Ryan, the pad god, in the wet. Poms for the next 7, he is back in, he's into the pit lane to change his front wing, so he'll be outside the points, and there we go. Looks like DRC, Jared, and DT swapping positions for P9 and 10. Poms goes on to the Inters. Poms taking that risk. I mean, why not? What does Mitchie do? Does he come in? No, he doesn't. He stays out. So Poms, the only man onto the Inters so far, will go back on board It's under a second between Penske, Derek Kidd, and New Zealand Ryan. Owens is further 5 seconds behind, and Laggy is right behind in P number 5 as well. Paddy's just caught up to Withers, but we'll stay on board with Derek Kidd, who's right behind Penske. So, will we see a massive dive bomb into turn 1? And I think, is Roscoe still here? Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Sorry, I must have muted my mic there. My apologies.
Oh, for God's sake.
Sorry.
Thank God there was no overtakes. Yeah, I was like, why is it quiet all of a sudden? So...
That's my bad. Laggy now in a 4th place. Maybe.
And actually, I do apologise to New Zealand Ryan for missing his overtake on Derek Kidd. I just wanted to make sure that the stream... Yeah, I just want to make sure the stream was still... could still hear me. So I do apologise to New Zealand Ryan. But it's a Toro Rosso 1-2. Imagine the scenes if Penske beats his teammate here. And Savoury saying it was a move into turn 1 on Ryan on Derek Kidd, so I do appreciate that. So
Thank
once
you.
again,
Yeah.
Ryan, I do apologise. I was just checking to see if the stream was okay. And it looks like Palms has made the wrong move as Mitch is caught back up to Palm 2970 in P13. Charlie's down in P11. Penske, about a second gap between himself and his teammate. Mitchie and Palms going side by side, but we'll stay on battle here with Derek Kidd. But we'll go and have a look at DRC Joe and Brazuca. Can DRC Joe make a move onto that McLaren? We'll go into Owens shortly, but can we see this move?
Yeah,
He's
I
gone
don't
for
think
it.
I'll put up much of a fight here.
Yeah. Brazuca's in known ERS, so I think he's let Jared through. He's still into the points. And Panish in P7, right behind Withers, but he's a bit too far back to make a move. We'll go on board with Owens, and he's also a bit too far back.
Ooh, Withers, that's a little bit wide there. That's very... Don't touch those curbs in this wet weather, please. Managing to hang on for the time being. I did catch that move between Ryan and Derek Kidd, but I forgot to mention I did have a little bit of a cough and forgot to unmute my mic, so apologies about that one. But they're just settling into a rhythm here. They had to take to the last race for that to happen. But anyway,
as we're on board with Panish, as this is the closest battle on track at the moment, and Pons is ever losing so much time on those inters. He might have come in a couple of laps early, and the chat's going off about the Toro Rosso 1-2 saying, Valtteri, it's James, please let Lewis through. So, will Penske find his teammate?
I don't think that'll happen. I don't think that'll happen. I honestly don't think it'll happen. Ryan is already champion-elect, we know that, so let's just, fingers crossed he just lets Penske do his thing at the front there and hopefully take the race victory.
I think Penske might be our 4th different race winner if he ends up winning this race. No, 5th, sorry. DT's out. Oh, there's a McLaren. It's Palms for the win. 870. He spun it on those inters, and those inters aren't working out. Looks like he'll be a lap down unless a safety car comes out at some point. Wow, 13 laps, so we've gone it past the nearly the half race distance of last race. DT still
We're not even halfway yet.
Well, that is true.
We're getting there slowly.
Jared slowly caught back up to Panish.
Just had a quick look at the standings. We've had 5 winners this season, so potential Penske could be number 6 for this season.
Who are the 5 race winners?
We got Rissell. He took the first race victory. Jared's taken 3 race victories. Venom's taken a victory. Alan Hugo's taken a couple of victories, and Ryan's taken 5 race victories.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Cam Penske beat race winner number 6 as Jared's made the move on Panish. So if Panish was smart here, he might use Jared to overtake Withers for that P6 spot, and he can use Jared to drag him up the field. As Withers goes very, very wide. Panish gets a run, and no, Withers stays ahead. We'll keep an eye on this battle for now because it's 14 seconds between Jared and Owens, but I think Jared might catch that up pretty quickly. As Bazooka's not that far behind as well. Same with DT. Yes, it is DT. So we might have a maybe have a 4-way scrap here for P7 at the moment. As we're on lap number 15. 2 seconds is the gap between Penske and New Zealand Ryan. Derek Kidd in a fabulous P number 3. I think it might be Derek Kidd's first podium in quite a while. Or first podium of the season. I can't remember exactly. Here comes Brazuca on Panish.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Brazuca makes the move. But can he make a move onto Withers? Withers defends the inside. No. Panish is literally pushing him through turn 1, through the center S we go. Here comes Brazuca. Oh, Panish has spun it, and Panish is out.
He's gone.
Panish, no.
No. Virtual safety car at all? No, not looking likely.
Or a safety car. If this comes out of safety car, Mitchie and Poms will be the biggest winners of 2020. But it doesn't look like it. But I have said that in the past, and a safety car does come out, but no safety car.
On this occasion.
Oh, well, there goes both my predictions. Oh, well, you still got your 2 in, I think.
Yep. They're not doing great. 10th and 12th at the moment, so not looking ideal. Ooh, Brazuca. He's right on the back of Withers here. Might be a move potentially on the front straight.
Here he comes. Similar. Here's that move. He's got it, but can you hold it onto turn 1?
Yes.
Yes, he does. As Derek Kidd was under a second of New Zealand Ryan. Penske's about to lap Poms for an 70. Poms will be absolutely throwing chairs at the moment.
Well, he has to let him go, literally.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Poms for an 70 has been lapped by DJRT P17. And I never thought I'd say those words in league racing. But there we go, as Derek Kidd is under a second of New Zealand Ryan. And as Panish has left the session, I think Panish might be throwing his wheel out the window and his Xbox as well. Because he was doing good, he was in the points. As Owens goes into the pit lane. I think the first one to actually do his pit stop. Let's see what tyre he goes on. He goes on to the wet tyres. Where does Owens come out here? He's in P7 at the moment. I think he'll come out in P7 the other flag. Sector 2, it's Poms for the win. 87 here, and he's spun that McLaren.
Gonna pop out just behind Withers.
As we see Poms doing some big doughies. And it's not been a great season for the McLaren driver. He's only got the 2 points. Poms. But New Zealand Ryan under a second of his teammate. But we've got Owens fighting Withers as well. DT's right behind Owens as well, so the Bandit Boys could help each other out here. As the race leaders stay out. Same with Derek Kidd. And I think that's Laggy. Yes, it is. Laggy also stays out. So the top 4 stay out, and Jared is 12 seconds behind that Laggy person. As we're on lap 18 of 36, so half race distance now. There's a 3-way scrap here for P7 at the moment. It looks like Owens is making the move. We'll go on Owens, board with Owens. Yes, he does. But Withers stays on the inside. Great driving there from Withers and Owens. Oh, Withers gets out of shape.
He's very sideways. Poms is out. He's retired in the pit.
He's retired in the pits. But would that bring out a safety car? Sometimes it does. But here comes Owens. Down the inside. Withers goes wide. And that gives the move to Owens into P7's 4.5 seconds behind Brazuca. But Owens on that fresh rubber. We'll go back on board with the front 2 at this moment as Poms left the session. No safety car. Who blinks? Who comes in first? Neither of them. They both stay out.
Nobody.
What does Derek Kidd do? He stays out. Laggy stays out. But he does have 2 lap fresher tyres than the front 3. So that could play into it. As we got some manic viewers watching this extraordinary race here tonight. Please welcome one and all as we're on lap 19 of 36. New Zealand Ryan fighting his teammate Penske for the race lead. 7/10 of a second. As this is the closest battle on track. Unless game's telling me lies. As Withers is into the pit lane.
Yep.
As we have 12 runners here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We've had 7 retirements. No, 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, 7 retirements. And both Ferraris are P11 and 12. It hasn't been a great season for the Ferrari boys. I think they're last in the constructors, and that's something you don't hear very often with Ferrari at the bottom of the constructors.
No.
DT's also under a second of Owens, but they're in the middle sector, nowhere to pass really. Unless DT makes a manic move onto Owens, and that will be something interesting to see what will happen if DT makes a move onto Owens. And the front 3 stay out, front 4 stay out. Jared also stays out, but he's on fresher tyres as well. What does Brazuca do? Does he come in for fresh rubber?
Nope.
No, he doesn't. And here is your race leader, DJRTP17. Penske. Man, of course, the one race we have podium interviews, Penske is driving like a madman here tonight, and he wants to get onto that podium. But it'll be an interesting podium celebration for the front 3 as Laggy is slowly catching up to Derek Kidd.
Still a long way to go.
X still staying close to Inters, I reckon. Well, it looks like the rain has lightened up a little bit. Alright, here comes Penske. Does he come in? No, he doesn't. Ryan stays out. Derek Kidd. He stays out. Laggy will as well. Jared's 8.9 seconds behind Laggy. Ooh. Jared hits the curb there a little bit. What would be so good if we could see the tyre wear of the front 4. That will be something interesting. Matt also 19 laps on those wet tyres. He hasn't pitted it yet. But in his closing down, AOR Charlie, the man started on pole, got an incident with Benny. He's done in P number 9. Laggy person, there we go.
Here we go. Laggy
We got
putting pressure here on Derek Kidd for third place.
I don't know if Mizzo's watching this stream, Savoury. He might. If Mizzo's watching this stream, let us know. Could use
Yes.
a race engineer here. But here comes Laggy. Man, this has been a really, really fun race. Something's happened. I think I might have
That was very sideways from Laggy coming out of the corner there. That was all. He's got a run here.
But Laggy down the inside. Will he make the move? No, he won't.
Not quite. Derek's really dropping off the pace here.
The top four stay out. Ryan's under a second of Penske. But here comes Laggy on the outside. Gets the move done for P number 3. 5 seconds behind New Zealand Ryan. What can this Red Bull driver do now? Looks like no one else is coming into the lane just yet. No, Matt's not coming in yet. We'll go back on board with New Zealand Ryan against Penske. Who will be the first one to blink? It looks like the rain is picking it up again. We got a few people saying they might be doing 0 stops.
There's potential. I was only thinking that just recently. The potential they could go 0 stops here, but think about it. There's the Red Bull sponsored 1, 2, 3 at the moment, and all Honda Power 1, 2, 3 as well.
And Honda will be absolutely throwing a party with Toro Rosso 1, 2 and the Red Bull P3.
Will happen in real life.
And the other Red Bull in P10, Matt letting down the team. The head admin, as people like to crucify me for.
Yes.
As Matt is still right behind AOR Charlie here. He's under a second. Been under a second for quite a while. Looks like Matt will be doing the same thing as Derek Kidd's really falling off the pace here. I think he's waiting for those inters as Jared is right behind him. He's 5 lap younger tyres. Owen's not really catching up to Brazuca as one would hope. Matt, a bit too far back to make a move onto AOR Charlie.
Don't think he'll be close enough again. But yeah, Jared, that gap is dropping big time as Mitchie is coming into the lane. But Derek is really dropping off the pace big time. He must have just burnt up his wets
Mitchie
too early
the
here.
Inters. Penske
okay.
does not come in. Neither does Ryan. What does Laggy do? I thought Laggy was coming in. Laggy stays out. Derek Kidd. There's Jared. They both, the top 5, stay out. But this will give us an indication of what the Inters will look like.
Yes, Mitchie's gone down a lap as well. He's behind both the Toro Rossos.
Jared's right behind Derek Kidd for P4 here.
All over the gearbox. He'll have him here.
He's got him. That straight line speed in an alpha. I think Derek's tyres have absolutely shot themselves.
Yep.
Matt stays out as well. We're on lap 24.36. 13 racing laps to go. DT gets a 3-second time penalty. Haven't seen many 3-second time penalties in this race. It's been reasonably clean-ish. And I say that loosely.
Yes.
if you've seen the start of this race, you'll understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think the front 4 has a penalty. Speak off. Laggy gets a 3-second time penalty. So the commentator's curse has struck again.
You had to say it, Bryce. You had to say it.
1, 2, stay out. Laggy stays out. Jared stays out. What does Derek Kidd do? He stays out as well. This is going to be an exciting race here for the last 12 laps. Lap 25 of 36. 12 racing laps to go. Anything could happen. Could Penske pick up his first win of the season and overtake B Dubstep for third place in the championship standings? Or will New Zealand Ryan, our champion, overtake him and finish off the season in style? Yellow flag, sector 1. It's Owens! I think Owens has let DT through. Not sure
Yes,
what
he has.
happened there. He's got his front wing still. Doesn't have a puncture because his tyres is only 8 laps old. So I think something must have happened on the pit straight. As we go back on board with New Zealand Ryan, the fight for the race lead heats up here, ladies and gentlemen. Well, who will blink first? Will anyone make a pit stop? Now, it looks like the sun is poking its head out. So, and the rain is eased off a little bit. Penske stays out. Ryan stays out. What does Laggy do? He stays out. What does Jared do? He also stays out. It looks like Mitchie might have some sort of pace on those inters. He's actually keeping up with Laggy a little bit. We go back on board with New Zealand Ryan. Lap 26 of 36, 11 racing laps to go. Still plenty of time for a late safety car to happen. Ryan runs a little bit wide, and there is that Laggy person into P3. I don't know about penalty situation. Maybe Roscoe can help me out there as we're on board with New Zealand Ryan. Just under a second of Penske in this middle sector.
I'll double check that in a second.
Mitch is sliding a little bit. I think those inters might not be... It's Withers is coming into the lane. So, has Withers made the right call here? Withers 7 laps on the wets. He's onto the inters now. Here comes New Zealand Ryan. What does Penske do? He stays out. Ryan stays out. What does Laggy do? He also stays out. As both Ferraris are nearly a lap down. And that is absolute scenes here, ladies and gentlemen.
Big scenes.
When's the last time you heard Ferrari being a lap down? I know it's a video game and all, but still, as Matt is pushing AOR Charlie through this middle sector. So the front 6 all stay out. Lap 27 of 36, 10 laps to go. Who's your money on? Is it Penske? Is it Ryan? Is it Laggy? Here comes Matt. So DT Owens and Charlie comes into the pit lane.
And Charlie's in the lane.
They're all coming on for inters.
That must be for inters.
I think that's Withers. Yes, it's Withers. He is a lap down and he's actually pushing Penske through this middle sector, even though it was a ghosted car. So the bottom half of the top 8 to 12 is all on inters. That's what I was trying to say. So, who will Ryan come in? Will Penske come in? If they both come in, I think this will cost Ryan a lot of time. Penske's in. Ryan stays out. Withers comes out. Laggy stays out. Jared's into the lane. Derek Kidd, he was really, really behind the front 4. He's lost a lot of time. And he stayed out. Rizuka also stays out. What does Matt do? He's 16.8 seconds behind, in front of DT.
He will rejoin just behind Derek Kidd in 4th.
As Matt comes into the lane. So, if something were to happen now, like a safety car, those people coming on for inters now will be absolutely spitting chips. Because it will give the likes of Ryan, Laggy, Derek, and Brazuka a free pit stop. Jared is out in P number 6, but on those fresh inters, Matt goes up into P7. But it looks like he might have
rejoins here.
He might have the overcut on Charlie.
He does, I
yes,
think.
he does. Matt has made the overcut on Charlie work as Ryan is now in. Laggy stays out. Here comes there's Derek Kidd. So Laggy person. Probably waiting for that extra lap. Jared's made the move on Bazooka on the P5. Derek Kidd.
Oh, that's close. I think Penske might have thought that Derek Kidd was going to come in, but he's not. Then there goes Penske.
Oh, this could be
Should
race
hopefully
winning stuff,
maintain the
stuff
lead.
And Penske's ahead of Ryan. And same with
behind Derek Kidd.
But Laggy, 14.8 seconds in front of Penske. Probably needs to make a pit stop pretty soon as Bazooka comes in. Looks like he'll be coming out in P6. All on his lonesome there. As Laggy has lapped Withers. New Zealand Ryan's made the move onto Derek Kidd for the podium spot.
Yeah, Derek Kidd's wets must be dying at the point. Well, Laggy's got another penalty, so that's not going to help.
Oh, no.
A little bit of fresher rubber. I think he might have come in the early laps, so this might be maybe a little bit of a benefit. It might be worth actually staying out here for as long as you dare, considering he's got, I think, 6 seconds worth of penalties now.
Yes, that is true.
Let me have a quick look.
Savory coming in with the chat saying Laggy might track him all the way for track position. What we don't know is Penske sets the fastest lap here, ladies and gentlemen. Something I probably wouldn't say in league racing as well. But Penske, did have the fastest lap, but Jared takes that away. Is Derek Kidd still falling behind the wayside? 29 laps on those wet tyres here, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the most this race.
I think Ross might have an update on that penalty situation.
Yeah, I think, well, Laggy, it says he's got a 5-second penalty, but I think he may have served out the pit stops. But other than that, he's got 2 penalties. Penske is on 1 warning. Ryan is an absolute clean skin. He's got nothing, absolutely nothing. Jared has, it says a 5-second time penalty. I think he also served that in the lane, but he's got 2 warnings, so he can't afford to have another warning. Derek Kidd is on 2 warnings. Same can be said for him. Bazooka
Owens has had a spin with Is That Man 039, but is not into the wall as Owens has left the session. So I caught that. I caught the end of it. So I don't know as Laggy stays out again. As Withers is pulling away from Laggy, but blue flags. As X still wants to see Penske be... Oh dear. And Derek Kidd, 30 laps on those wet tyres. Do you think... It looks like it's easing up the rain. Do you think we'll see some dry weather come the end, or do you think it's a bit too late?
I think it's too late at this stage of the race. All Penske's really got to do is just get that gap under 6 seconds to get that race victory. I just had a quick squiz at the championship standings as well. Penske wins this race. We know Dubstep's out of the race. This could put Penske up into P3 in the championship.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Penske could potentially move up into P3 in this championship, but Ryan is actually hounding him for the net race lead if Laggy decides to come in. As we're on lap 32 of 36, 5 racing laps to go. Probably a bit too late for a late safety car. Jared has the fastest lap of the race so far with a 19.124. Mitchie has gotten past Laggy, so the Inters are the right tyre.
It's about the right time, I think.
And Derek Kidd does have a mammoth gap to Brazuca. Brazuca's pretty much all on his own.
I've just seen the Twitter chat as well. Owens is not happy with... Owens was not happy with Matt there. Laggy just had a little slide coming into turn 8. And he saved it. Just needs to play it safe. The gap is slightly but surely coming down.
And believe it or not, the Ferraris are in P11 and 12. They could catch up to Owens here and get a singular point. I think they... Oh, no, they can't beat McLaren because Bazooka's in P6 at the moment. And McLaren are a couple of points ahead, I do believe. So... and it is definitely too late for a safety car as Mitch is now into the lane.
Oh, he's going to try dries, isn't he? Is he? Yes, he is.
He's on the softs. Mitch is on the soft, and there is DRC Jared, right behind New Zealand Ryan. So this could be a four-way scrap here, ladies and gentlemen. But Laggy does have the most penalties with 6, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen, the top 4 in one shot. Derek Kidd still 13 seconds behind. So unless something crazy happens, Withers gets a 3-second time penalty. So that won't help his cause to catch up to Owens for that singular point.
Oh, Laggy again. Exact same corner, he's just gone for a slide.
Mitch has gone to Narnia. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the top 4. Pretty much within a second of each other.
Oh, Derek Kidd, 3-second time penalty.
But still a fair gap between himself and Brazuca. 17 seconds to be precise. Withers
Look at this.
Slowly but surely catching that.
Oh no, this could end ugly here in a minute. Oh, I think Laggy's in. Yes, he is in.
Yeah, Laggy's in.
He's finally bailed.
So
I think
it might be close to a puncture. But also Derek Kidd, 32 laps, and he stays out as well. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, a fight for the win between Penske, Ryan, Jared. Matt is also right behind DT as well, so I know there's a battle there, but this is a battle to see who gets what in the top 3. As we go on board with DRC Jared. And unfortunately, I think it might be a bit too late for that Laggy person to catch back up, as we've got 3 racing laps to go, even though he's on the freshest set of tyres.
Yeah, 18 seconds back plus the 6 seconds with the time penalties. It'll be a hard ask.
Something has happened here. Ryan and Jared have backed off.
I think they're just letting Penske get the gap, possibly.
Maybe.
Just double check again.
Oh, okay.
That might be why, because Penske's on 2 warnings. So if he gets one more, if he got a 3-second time penalty, that might be why you see that 4.6-second gap.
That is true. But we must remember also, it was Penske's birthday over the weekend as well.
Yes, that is true.
What a way to end the weekend with the win here in the wet at Brazil. Lap 35 or 36, 2 racing laps to go. Oh, we'll go on board with Is That Matto 39. Makes a move onto DT for P7. What a move. Onto the pit straight, but DT fights back. No, he holds back into P8. And Charlie's about 2.3 seconds behind. But Matt gets the move done. Gets P7, his favourite number position.
Yes, it is. Oh, I think Brazuca may have had a spin.
Well, that's probably understandable because Matt is 5 seconds and closing. 4.9 now on to Brazuca. Derek Kidd, 34 laps. as we on to the final lap here, ladies and gentlemen. Penske is leading this race.
Ryan's got the
Followed by
fastest
New
lap
Zealand
again.
Ryan and DRC Jared in the top 3. Laggy in the P4. It's a solid effort from the Red Bull driver. Derek Kidd in that weird P5. Brazuca's in P6. Matt in 7th. DT in 8th. Charlie in 9th. Owens. Boys goes to cars in P10. Withers is slowly but surely catching up, but he might run out of time here in P11. And Mitchie on the softs in P12 and a lap down. But here is the man of the moment, DJRT P17. Let me actually see. He's up 7 spots here, ladies and gentlemen. 7 spots. New Zealand Ryan up 16. Jared up 14. Laggy up 11. Withers up 8. Solid effort from the Ferrari driver. Brazuca up 7. Same with Penske. Matt DT up 4, sorry, and Mitchie up 2 with Charlie down 8. But here comes Penske. The race went up.
Oh, you're going to do a side-by-side across the line. Here we go.
Side by side. There we go. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Penske wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. New Zealand Ryan finishes in P2. Jared in P3. Laggy will finish into P number 4. Does a stop on track, reversing on track, finishes in P4. What a race from the Red Bull driver. Misses out on the podium.
Derek Kidd's going to do it. The no stop. Incredible.
The no stop. Derek Kidd, what a man. The no stop. Finishes in P6, Matt in 7th, DT in 8th, but Charlie overtakes him on the line for P8. Mitchie is also right there. Oh, he spun it.
Oh, he's having fun now.
And looks like Owen's ghost car will finish into P10. His ghosted car gets there.
Oh, Mitchie.
Mitchie's retired from the session. As I'll get
just
some
siding with
invites
this.
in. There.
Here we go.
There.
Weave his way across the line. There we go.
There we go. Withers finishes in P11 as we're waiting on the top 3 to come into the party. Well, what a race here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to include your audio.
Yes.
Lads,
Toro Rosso 1-2.
what the hell just happened? That race? We did what, 42 odd laps in that race, did we not? If you cleared the first start.
Yes.
Yes.
Something like that.
Well, we'll start off with the main man, Penske. Congratulations on the win. Did see Ryan and Jared backing off towards the end there.
Backing off, mate. We're
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, don't be smart asses, boys. But anyway.
Oh well, but talk us about your race, Penske.
Well, I thought I was going to die many a times in both starts. Managed to avoid absolutely everything they threw at us. And just, yeah, held off Ryan for about, I don't know, 20 or 30 laps. I lost count. And yeah, that somehow happened. I somehow won. Again.
Ryan, P2, champion of the Monday League. Solid drive as usual. Tell us about your race.
Yes.
Sorry, that was
good. 18th to the 2nd, you know. Bringing home the Toro Rosso 1-2. Can't complain.
Lovely formation finish across the line, by the way.
Yes.
Yes.
Pre-planned celebrations.
As always.
And Jared, solid P3 for you as well. Tell us about your race as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, that bloody wing damage after that crap happened after turn 5 or whatever. Then, yeah, couldn't quite get to center 17, but got to P3, so that's something.
Did you practice
Um,
at all before this race, Jared, or not?
No.
Yeah, I thought that would be the case.
Are you disappointed that you went to reserve and not stay full time, Jared, or are you happy with your
No.
decision to go to the reserve?
No, I mean, crap that was happening, I just wasn't interested. I'd rather come in and race as a reserve and not have to worry about all the other crap, so it's more fun.
That's
Alright,
fair.
sounds good. Ross, any questions for our podium sitters?
Overall thoughts on the season. Lance Penske, we'll start with you.
Oh, amazing.
I think he finished P3 in the championship as well, Penske, but that's in
Oh.
DNF'd.
So,
So,
It's better.
nice birthday present as well. Happy birthday for Saturday, by the way, Penske.
yeah, late birthday present, yes.
Yes, absolutely. Ryan, yeah, your season, you joined... Where the hell did you join? Azerbaijan or something? I don't even know.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Baku.
Yeah.
What
You're fun. Wasn't intending on winning the championship, but it happened. So yeah, cool. It's nice to race without pressure and just
Yeah.
show up.
Well, that is it. From
No, it's okay, my
myself
season was
and-
fine.
Yes.
Sorry, Jared.
It's done. It's fine.
Reserve, you're not important.
No, went to reserve midway through the season, but not saying nothing. Anyway,
Well, hopefully we'll see you three back for season 2 on the next game, hopefully. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that has tuned in to watch the streams when they have happened. I went onto the Redline Racing League YouTube channel to watch Ross's POV when my internet absolutely just shits itself. But
Yep.
thank you everybody that's tuned in, and just a fun season really. 14 rounds. I think Brazil has taken the mantle of the best race of the season. As always, I'll leave the standings at the end of the video. There's a full playlist as well if you want to check out all the races. And until next season, which I have no idea when that's going to happen. I should probably know, but I don't know. It is goodbye, and we'll see you all then next time. See ya!
see ya.